An opinion that I have always stood firm in is that Zendaya is exactly who she thinks she is. She is that girl, and she will not allow any co-star to bring her down. In a blind item posted by Celebrity Blinds, there was a rumor that Zendaya would not promote Euphoria alongside Sydney Sweeney, for more reasons than one. The first being that Sydney is just an overall problem. Backlash she received from the American Eagle ad, the fact that she did not care about the backlash, didn't care to offer any type of clarification, and in fact doubled down on the ad, and then thanked the Trump administration for defending her. There was additionally another blind last year saying that these two weren't getting along because Sydney Sweeney was trash talking Zendaya, which is insane. What could you possibly have to say about Zendaya? But then through my sleuthing, I found this post on Reddit where these users are talking about some tweets that Sydney had allegedly liked, and those tweets were about Tom Holland. So this girl was allegedly trying to steal Zendaya's man after trash talking her. She is Cassie in real life. She's exactly like the character that she plays. So the fact that Zendaya does not want to be anywhere near this girl, I don't blame her, and I respect her even more.
Behind the scenes of Euphoria, things are getting seriously heated. Word is spreading that Zendaya's done playing nice with Sydney Sweeney and wants nothing to do with any joint interviews, photo ops, or red carpets with her right now. None at all. And it's not just about Sydney always being in the headlines either. Insiders are whispering that Sydney's been getting a little too close with Zendaya's fiancé, Tom Holland, and that's where Zendaya reportedly said enough is enough. The vibe on set: total chaos. The Euphoria execs are scrambling, trying to calm things down, but Zendaya standing firm and won't back down for anyone. She's protecting her peace over the pressure. And honestly, who can blame her? Zendaya's always been the quiet, drama-free type, so seeing her caught in something this messy has everyone shocked. Behind the curtains, though, this is turning into one serious PR nightmare for HBO. Both actresses are basically the faces of the show, and their tension couldn't have hit at a worse time. The next season might already be shot, so there's no awkward on-set drama to worry about. But promo season's coming up fast, and without Zendaya leading the charge, the whole marketing plan could start falling apart. Fans are still hyped for the new Euphoria chapter, but insiders say Zendaya's moving carefully now, keeping her space, watching every move, and steering clear of any direct link to Sydney for the time being. Someone actually joked about a wild crossover where Euphoria meets the MCU. Imagine Zendaya and Sydney popping up next to Tom Holland on screen. Sounds like chaos, right? Not sure Disney would ever greenlight that kind of twist, but the real-life tension behind the scenes, way deeper than anyone guessed. This time, it's personal, and people close to the trio can feel it. According to several insiders, Sydney's been getting just a little too playful around Tom Holland, and it's reportedly not sitting right with Zendaya at all.
I really feel like we just need Spider-Man to come in and save the day. East Highland's up.
A crossover episode.
Yeah, crossover. Euphoria meets the MCU.
I don't know how Disney would feel about that, but yeah.
Especially since Tom's her fiancé. One source even spilled that Sydney once cracked a bold joke about boosting her career by being extra friendly with Tom, and that moment changed everything. Zendaya didn't laugh one bit. She apparently shut it down instantly. Since then, things have been icy, with Zendaya drawing some clear lines in the sand. She's focused on her work, her relationship, and cutting out any unnecessary noise. People in her circle say they completely get it. Zendaya's always handled herself with class, calm, and total professionalism. But this situation, it's pushing her patience to the limit. No mess, no gossip, just results. That's the image Zendaya has worked hard to build, all elegance and self-control. She's not letting anyone shake that foundation, no matter what's going on around her. But before everyone points fingers at Tom, insiders are hinting that this tension might go way deeper than a little on-set awkwardness. Remember that 2022 drama with Sydney Sweeney's family party? Yeah, that one. Turns out, it's still part of the reason things feel frosty between Zendaya and Sydney today. It all started when Sydney's mom threw a birthday bash with a "Make 60 Great Again" theme, and the internet completely lost it. Fans couldn't stop asking what that slogan meant and why it had such a campaign-style vibe for a family event. The photos spread like wildfire, and suddenly everyone online was debating, speculating, and straight up confused. And just when things couldn't get more chaotic, Sydney dropped a limited edition bar of soap, reportedly made from her own used bathwater. The internet exploded instantly. Some people thought it was a marketing stunt, others called it performance art, and a few were just speechless. No matter how anyone interpreted it, that move kept Sydney's name trending everywhere. Now, insiders say Zendaya didn't love all that noise, especially since she's known for keeping things classy and out of controversy. The contrast between their public images might have quietly fueled some tension that's only now bubbling up again. People online completely lost it over that whole soap saga. Comments flooded every post. Some were cracking jokes, others were arguing non-stop, and plenty were just wondering who would actually buy something like that. Even now, fans still joke about wanting to hear a real review from whoever actually purchased it, because that bizarre moment had social media hooked for weeks. But that was just the beginning. The headlines didn't stop there. Sydney landed in more hot water after an American Eagle ad stirred backlash online. And lately, the buzz has shifted again, this time towards wild rumors tying her to Scooter Braun, a name that always brings controversy in Hollywood. That rumored connection alone sent the internet into another full-blown frenzy, and the noise just won't die down. So when Zendaya keeps her distance, it's not about petty drama, it's strategy. She's protecting her reputation, keeping things sleek and professional, and locking in on what really matters, her work and her peace of mind. She's not playing into chaos, she's outsmarting it. But just when things seemed to settle, whispers started spreading again, this time about Sydney allegedly showing extra interest in Tom Holland. Nothing's confirmed, no solid proof has surfaced, but that hasn't stopped the internet from running wild. The rumor caught fire fast, turning this situation into something way bigger and way messier than anyone saw coming. Some people online even claim they've seen supposed leaks showing Sydney allegedly being a little too friendly with Tom. Whether real or not, those claims have fans divided, timelines buzzing, and everyone glued to their screens waiting to see what happens next. And that's what allegedly pushed Zendaya to start keeping her distance. But here's the real twist. There's zero verified proof behind any of it. Most of the evidence floating around comes from random users online, claiming they saw things unfold in real time. One person even swore that Sydney liked a few tweets about Tom that made it seem like she was quietly interested, and apparently that happened right after Tom and Zendaya went public again as a couple. Talk about suspicious timing. Now, no one's saying Zendaya officially cut Sydney off, but fans have definitely been watching closely. They've picked up on the timing, the tension, and all those subtle shifts in their interactions. Every tiny move gets analyzed frame by frame, and the internet can't help but connect dots, even if those dots might not be real. Then came that interview moment. Yeah, the one everyone's still replaying online. During a playful chat, the host cracked a joke about Tom Holland maybe popping up in Euphoria, and Sydney couldn't hold back. She giggled and blurted out something like, "Spider-Man should come save them." The whole cast just froze. No laughs, no reactions, just silence. Sydney kept chuckling, adding, "We really need Spider-Man to come in and save the day. East Highland's due for a crossover episode. Euphoria meets the MCU." The room went ice cold after that. You could practically feel the tension through the screen. Fans immediately jumped online, replaying the clip again and again, asking the same question. Did she really just say that? It came off bold, awkward, and honestly, it left everyone talking. Some viewers said Sydney was just joking, while others insisted that moment revealed way more than she meant to show. Either way, it became another viral flashpoint in this never-ending saga. That short clip exploded across the internet in seconds, and moments like that are exactly why this drama just won't die down. In Hollywood, everyone's trying to stay spotless and protect their image, but fans online, they live for dissecting every single detail. They zoom in, replay, slow it down, and debate non-stop about what's real and what's just internet imagination. And honestly, if regular people got that level of attention, they'd probably lose it after one mistake. But for celebrities, this is just part of the game. Every glance, every laugh, every tweet turns into a headline waiting to happen. Now, so-called online detectives claim they've dug up screenshots showing Sydney allegedly liking posts about Tom, and that sent fans into absolute overdrive. Within hours, timelines were flooded with theories, edits, and wild opinions. Some fans said it was harmless, others called it shady, and suddenly the whole situation had everyone glued to their screens again. The gossip just kept snowballing, with people debating whether those supposed likes meant anything or not. A few fans even got bold, saying if they were in Zendaya's shoes, they wouldn't want their partner alone in a room with Sydney, not even for a minute. That kind of talk echoed all over social media, stirring up even more tension. One Reddit user even built a whole thread claiming Sydney had liked fan posts about Tom while he was visiting the Euphoria set during season 2 to support Zendaya. Whether that was coincidence or something deeper, nobody really knows. But that clip, those rumors, and those likes reignited the chaos. Once again, the internet couldn't look away, watching every move like it was a part of a real-life episode of Euphoria. One viral post reportedly said, "Okay, but Tom Holland is so fine," and fans noticed Sydney's account had actually liked it. But that wasn't the only one. There were several posts just like it floating around online, and people started connecting the dots real fast. Commenters began suggesting that maybe Sydney was dropping subtle hints toward Tom.
Unfortunately for Sydney Sweeney, the internet is forever, and the old tweets that she had liked about Tom Holland have been dug up. There have been lots of blinds about these two over the years, saying that Sydney Sweeney did not like Zendaya, she was trash-talking her. And a part of that reasoning is people believe that Sydney Sweeney wants Zendaya's man, she wants Tom Holland. So I went digging and I found the tweets for you. This was back in 2021. Mind you, Zendaya and Tom started officially dating in 2021. He was coming to visit her regularly on set, on Euphoria set. So Sydney knew he was there to see Zendaya. She was allegedly on Twitter liking tweets about him. And when that's your coworker's man that you see him coming to see her every day on set, I think that's a little crazy. Girl is so Cassie-coded in real life. She took that role seriously. She wanted to method act Cassie, I guess, and try and steal her coworker's boyfriend. Obviously didn't work, because look at the way that Tom looks at it.
Showing a little interest without ever saying it out loud. That theory alone sent social media into a total meltdown. Just when it seemed like things were cooling off, a brand new blind item dropped, and fans completely lost their minds all over again. It described a super thin actress who was allegedly stirring up behind-the-scenes drama, and of course, the internet wasted no time guessing it was about Sydney Sweeney. The post even claimed that this A-list actress had a serious fallout with a co-star, and that the two wouldn't be doing any press together for their hit cable show. Instantly, fans connected the dots, convinced it had to be Zendaya and Sydney refusing to appear side by side anymore. Even though that old American Eagle ad controversy is years old now, it still follows Sydney around like a shadow she just can't shake. And recently, she finally spoke on that topic publicly for the first time. And boom, just like that, the entire conversation was back in the spotlight again. That one statement reignited the buzz and brought all the old debates roaring back to life. Some insiders now believe that's exactly why a few celebrities have quietly started stepping back from her, not out of hate, but to avoid getting dragged into non-stop drama. Because in Hollywood, image is everything, and when your name keeps showing up in every controversy, even your closest connections start getting nervous. Hollywood moves fast, and in that world, people are very careful about whose names get linked together. With that new blind item making waves and all the recent interviews stirring conversation, whispers are spreading that Zendaya and Sydney's friendship might officially be done for good. Some sources are even claiming Zendaya doesn't want to stand beside Sydney at any more public events. And honestly, who could blame her if that's true? If Sydney really was showing a little too much interest in Tom Holland, even if she meant it playfully, that alone would be enough for anyone to take a big step back. Fans online keep saying the same thing. If they were in Zendaya's place, they'd set some distance too. But let's be clear, this tension didn't just appear out of nowhere in 2025. This has been brewing slowly for years, built on tiny moments, awkward interviews, and every rumor the internet refused to forget. And now it looks like all that buried tension is finally bubbling to the surface again. Hardcore blind item watchers swear that the Euphoria drama didn't just pop up recently. It's been simmering since the very beginning. Old posts have even resurfaced, hinting that there might have been tension between Zendaya and Sydney way back during the early filming days. One blind from 2022 described an actress known for taking bold, attention-grabbing roles, widely believed to be Sydney, supposedly teaming up with another rising star against a one-name actress, who everyone assumed was Zendaya. Whether those claims were exaggerated or not, the pattern feels all too familiar now. The energy between them has always been just a little off, and in Hollywood, even the smallest crack in a friendship can turn into a headline overnight. Looking back now, fans are saying it seems so obvious. This rumored feud between Zendaya and Sydney has been bubbling under the surface for years, and now it's finally spilling out into the open for everyone to see. Then came April 2024, when another blind item reignited the chaos. It claimed one actress was confidently telling people that Euphoria was definitely coming back, while the other said she wasn't so sure. That tiny difference in what they said was all it took for fans to start whispering that maybe, just maybe, they weren't even on the same page behind the scenes. By late 2024, the blinds got even spicier. Reports started circulating that producers had given Sydney a big pay raise, and that's when things really started to shift. Insiders claimed Sydney suddenly became the center of attention, talking more about her character, asking for extra screen time, and hinting that her storyline deserved more focus. People who were there said the vibe on set changed fast, and the tension rumors only grew louder from there. Then, in November 2024, another blind dropped, claiming Zendaya was spotted out with her fiancé, Tom Holland, right when the behind-the-scenes buzz was at its absolute peak. Fans immediately took that as Zendaya's subtle but clear reminder of exactly where her loyalty stands. The internet went wild, dissecting every picture and caption, convinced the timing was no coincidence. That move couldn't have come at a better time. It completely flipped the narrative and sparked even more online chatter. More blind items started suggesting that Zendaya and Sydney just couldn't get past their issues, and according to a few alleged insiders, their feud was even slowing down progress on Euphoria's third season. Fans began asking the big question everyone was thinking: could this behind-the-scenes drama be the real reason Euphoria's third season has been delayed for so long? The rumors keep stacking, the internet keeps buzzing, and people can't help but wonder what's really going down when the cameras stop rolling. The tension hit another level when Zendaya reportedly fired back at Euphoria creator Sam Levinson when he allegedly tried to blame her for the show's production delays. According to insiders, Zendaya didn't hold back. She made it crystal clear she wasn't the reason for the slow progress. She even pointed out that she hadn't been on set in almost 2 years and wasn't sure if stepping back into her role would even feel the same anymore. But here's where things got really messy. Sam's team was allegedly trying to shift the blame onto her, saying she was the one holding everything up. That rumor set Hollywood buzzing for weeks. Suddenly, everyone was talking about how Zendaya's once close relationship with Sam had reportedly cooled off. Insiders say their dynamic on set has completely changed. What used to be a powerful creative duo now feels distant, strained, and tense. Fans have started noticing it too. Zendaya and Sam once built Euphoria's most iconic, unforgettable moments together, transforming the show into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. They had the kind of creative chemistry that defined a generation of TV.
Zendaya also pointed out that although she had 2 major movie releases this year with Dune Part 2 and Challengers, she filmed those back in 2022, meaning that all of 2023 and 2024, she was open to film the show. There was also another claim back in July that Zendaya had shot down multiple storylines for her character Rue, but here she seems to deny that. She states, "Euphoria is slated for January, I believe. I haven't read anything yet, but I'm excited to see what everyone has been working on and what the future looks like for Euphoria. I don't really have much of an answer, except for right now it's set to start shooting in January." I'm just gonna take a wild yet educated guess here and say it's not Zendaya's schedule that's holding up season 3 of Euphoria, but rather it's probably Sam Levinson who hasn't finished the scripts yet.
Raw, emotional, and electric. But now, the spark that made Euphoria so magnetic seems to be fading fast. Behind the scenes, no one's saying much, but the silence only fuels more speculation. Has the creative magic between Zendaya and Sam finally run out, or are they just keeping things quiet until the dust settles? Either way, the tension's thick, and fans everywhere are left wondering what's really next for Euphoria Season 3. The tension hit another level when Zendaya reportedly fired back at Euphoria creator Sam Levinson when he allegedly tried to blame her for the show's production delays. According to insiders, Zendaya didn't hold back. She made it crystal clear she wasn't the reason for the slow progress. She even pointed out that she hadn't been on set in almost 2 years and wasn't sure if stepping back into her role would even feel the same anymore. But here's where things got really messy. Sam's team was allegedly trying to shift the blame onto her, saying she was the one holding everything up. That rumor set Hollywood buzzing for weeks. Suddenly, everyone was talking about how Zendaya's once close relationship with Sam had reportedly cooled off. Insiders say their dynamic on set has completely changed. What used to be a powerful, creative duo now feels distant, strained, and tense. Fans have started noticing it too. Zendaya and Sam once built Euphoria's most iconic, unforgettable moments together, transforming the show into a full-blown cultural phenomenon. They had the kind of creative chemistry that defined a generation of TV, raw, emotional, and electric. But now, the spark that made Euphoria so magnetic seems to be fading fast. Behind the scenes, no one's saying much, but the silence only fuels more speculation. Has the creative magic between Zendaya and Sam finally run out, or are they just keeping things quiet until the dust settles? Either way, the tension's thick, and fans everywhere are left wondering what's really next for Euphoria Season 3. Then came the bombshell reports painting the Euphoria set as stressful, chaotic, and packed with long, exhausting hours. Insiders described non-stop tension and pressure that left everyone on edge. After that, fans started seeing the series in a whole new light, and honestly, it's no surprise that Zendaya might want to protect her peace and take a step back. Whispers suggest Sam Levinson could be feeling the heat too, as he scrambles to keep the show alive under all that public pressure. But as the spotlight burns brighter, that behind-the-scenes tension has only gotten worse. Things hit another low after The Idol, Sam Levinson's other project with The Weeknd, completely flopped. Critics tore it apart, calling out everything from the writing to the direction, and the backlash seriously damaged Sam's reputation. Suddenly, fans started wondering if Euphoria might be heading down a similar rocky path. Reports say Zendaya wasn't too happy with how Sam handled The Idol, and that only added to the strain. Meanwhile, sources claim Sam was frustrated seeing Zendaya pour more of her time into her skyrocketing movie career. But fans didn't hesitate to take her side. After all, Zendaya's film success has taken her to a whole new level. She's proven she's not just one role or one show. She's evolved, she's expanding, and she's earning respect for chasing projects that actually mean something to her. While Sam tries to hold on to Euphoria's magic, Zendaya seems focused on something bigger: her growth, her peace, and her power. Meanwhile, Euphoria isn't totally over yet. Some familiar faces are gearing up for the next chapter, and one name in particular has fans buzzing: Dane. His return to the show has people cheering loud. The actor, who's been open about living with ALS, is earning major respect for his strength, transparency, and dedication to his craft. Fans online have flooded social media with love and support, hoping he's surrounded by strong people as he continues working through it all. Many first learned about ALS years ago during the viral Ice Bucket Challenge, and Eric's openness has helped keep that awareness alive in such a powerful way. His comeback is being seen as one of the few bright, heartwarming moments in Euphoria's otherwise rocky return behind the scenes. Eric's also been open about life outside Hollywood, balancing his career with being a devoted dad to his 2 daughters. That glimpse into his real life, away from all the flashing lights, has deeply touched fans everywhere. His honesty about his health, his love for his family, and his hope to see his daughters grow up has reminded everyone of what truly matters, beyond fame and red carpets. In a time when Euphoria is surrounded by drama and uncertainty, Eric Dane's story stands out as a real reminder of resilience, heart, and strength, and fans can't help but root for him every step of the way. All the behind-the-scenes chaos, the wild rumors, and the non-stop celebrity drama suddenly feel small when you think about someone like Eric Dane, fighting every day just to have more time with the people he loves. Fans everywhere are rallying behind him, flooding social media with messages of love, respect, and support as he keeps showing incredible strength and heart through it all. But even with that reminder of what truly matters, people can't stop asking the big question: what's really going on between Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney? Is that rumored tension real, or just another internet-fueled story that got way out of hand? And if it is real, could that distance completely change the vibe of Euphoria Season 3? Maybe that's why the show feels so different lately. Something behind the scenes might have shifted for good. What do you think? Are Zendaya and Sydney just victims of endless Hollywood gossip? Or is there more to the story than anyone's letting on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget, if you love deep dives into Hollywood's wildest stories and biggest celebrity shakeups, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the latest updates.